The BCS Championship Trophy makes a triumphant visit to Gardendale, and the Warrior City Council delays action again on a controversial tax. I'm Robert Carter, and this is NJNtv, and thanks for joining us a day later than usual. More on the Warrior tax story in just a moment, but first, barely 60 hours after the Alabama Crimson Tide had won the national championship game in Pasadena, the famous Crystal football was on display at the Gardendale Walmart on Sunday. Thousands upon thousands of Tide fans lined up as early as 6 a.m. to have their photo taken beside the famous trophy. The event was scheduled to end at 2 p.m., but officials had to close the line just after noon because of the huge turnout. Fans just leaving Sunday's church services had to be turned away by store managers. The event was one of two, the other being at a Walmart in Tuscaloosa. The event was put on by Dr. Pepper, which is the corporate sponsor of what is formally called the Coach's Trophy. Gardendale was picked as Metro Birmingham's only stop on the trophy tour because the Walmart here sells more of the soft drink than any other store in the Buffalo Rock Pepsi Bottling Company territory. Meanwhile, the fuss continues over Warrior's proposed sales tax for Blount County businesses. Monday night, the Warrior City Council met in special session to hear complaints from business owners, not from those in Blount County, but those in the city who are under threat of a boycott. Warrior business owners adamantly oppose the tax for fear they lose business from angry residents just north of the county line. The council will reconsider next Tuesday the 1.5% sales tax for businesses inside its police jurisdiction, which extends 1.5 miles beyond city limits. That tax, which was enacted a couple of weeks ago, sparked a furor among those in Blount County who cried foul over what they call taxation without representation. Those opponents even threatened to sue the city with the help of the Blount County government. By the way, we have a correction to a story that ran about the tax in last Saturday's North Jefferson News. The proposed tax does not affect businesses within the city of Warrior. Those businesses already collect a 3% sales tax. The proposed tax is not in addition to the existing one. Sports and weather in just a moment, but first here's the NJN Community Calendar. In sports, the winter weather played havoc with scheduled games last week, but with the ice now gone, schedules are back to normal. Unfortunately for Hayden's girls basketball team, their game was not back to normal as the 7th-ranked Wildcats dropped a 42-38 decision to number 8 Irwin at home in a crucial Class 5A Area 11 game Monday night. Both of Hayden's losses this season have come at the hands of the Eagles, and that sets up a huge game tonight with Irwin at Mortimer Jordan. If Irwin wins, they get the top seed in the area tournament. If Jordan wins, it comes down to next Monday's game at Hayden. That game was originally scheduled for last Friday night, but was postponed because of the bad weather. One other note, Thursday's games between Jordan and Shays Mountain Christian have been moved to North Jefferson Middle School because of a conflict with a wrestling match. For some reason, you can't dribble a basketball very well on a wrestling mat or something. Whatever. For now, here's some scores on a roll. In weather, we are finally getting out of the deep freeze, not a moment too soon. The NJN 4-day forecast calls for highs in the mid-50s for the rest of the week. Nighttime lows are still chilly, down in the 20s or low 30s. We'll see some showers rolling in for the weekend starting late Friday night, but temperatures will stay in the 50s, which is normal for this time of year. Coming up in Wednesday's edition, we'll have more about the BCS Trophy Tour stop in Gardendale, plus the aftermath of the Warrior Council meeting, plus all the high school sports action, including the big Jordan versus Irwin girls game, all in Wednesday's edition of the North Jefferson News. And that is NJNtv for Tuesday, January 12th. We'll be back to our normal schedule on Thursday, assuming the pipes don't burst at my house again. Yeah, I love getting that frantic phone call just on getting ready to record a show. And it's yet another reason why I am no threat to Dave Barrett or Scott Richards. Hey, remember to check us out on Facebook at facebook.com, then search for North Jefferson News. And there's our website at njeffersonnews.com, and always our Twitter feed at NorthJeff News. I'm Robert Carter. So long.